Hey, good evening, everyone. Another weather update for you here on Facebook, mainly for our friends in southern Crawford County who have kind of borne the brunt of what's been happening in the last couple of hours. I can see Brandy already saying here we got hit pretty hard in Meadville. Celine, good to see you. Sherry, good to see you. Jerry, good to see you. Just going to give you a couple of camera shots here. Then I'm going to try to fill it in with some closings, or not closings, I'm sorry, some power outages and reports that I've heard from our storm tracker about trees and wires down. And we're mainly concentrating on southwest and south central Crawford County. So I'm going to try to keep up with the comments as best as possible. If any of you are from that area, let's just say Linesville down to Pymatuning, over to Meadville and down to Cochranton, and you have some sort of report of damage or kind of weather happening in your area, please feel free to pass it along. Thanks, JR. I see yours, 27 near Cochranton. Now, Erie County, not nearly the problems because this thing kind of slid south. I really appreciate this, Leroy. It's headed towards Oil City and people in Franklin as well. The interesting thing that I can tell you is that we have no severe thunderstorm warnings for this at this point. And we haven't had any for Crawford. We don't have any for Mercer or Venango right now. Goose, I appreciate that report from Conneaut Lake. So thank you. Roy, thank you for the report from Ripley, New York. So it's good, better, nicer to the north. It's kind of nasty to the south. So just bear with me. I'm working with multiple screens here and getting multiple sources of information. So I can't do everything at once, but we'll try to take it mile by mile and also depend on what you guys are saying as well. As David's saying, windy and Corey, yeah, there's wind with this. The gusts have been around 50. That is, strong enough to take some tree limbs down and some power outage occurring from wires down. But a lot of this stuff is now passing out of Crawford County and going down to the south. And Steve, I really appreciate you. Let's see, where are you? You're Franklin, buddy. Strong wind. So it's going down into Venango County. And thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. So what I'm going to show you is Meadville right now and a couple of other places. And then we're going to go into the radar, kind of dissect this thing as most of the damage has already occurred in Crawford County. And I can look at a few, let's just say, what am I trying to say? I'm saying reports from Penelec and reports from my storm tracker. So it's kind of a gentle rain here in Meadville right now. If we go back over to Conneaut Lake, we'll take a look at that portion of Crawford County. And not the greatest focus on here. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure the weather is having something to do with that. Let me try and correct it a little. There could be something on the camera lens here, but you can still see kind of this ominous looking shot here. There you go. That's a little bit better. So what I really want to do is go to the radars and continue to hear from you guys because your reports are certainly valued, especially if you have been in harm's way. The good news is that it's headed out of Crawford right now, but for those of you maybe in Mercer, Venango, make sure you're in a safe place. Really appreciate your reports. Okay, so that's Conneaut Lake, and it continues to go out of focus. So enough of that malarkey. Let's just go to radar and talk about it. Okay. So here's what's going on. I'm going to widen it out just to show you, give you a little. There's the storm. See that just tracking right to the southeast. Okay. Now, if you look at the lightning strikes, first of all, I draw your attention to that because this thing just popped up. Look at how they go from 16 to 55 when it hits Crawford, and now it's down to 16 again in Venango. So that tells you that the core of the storm is probably weakening somewhat, and it is, moving out of Crawford County. So this is pretty much what's happened over the past hour. And the reports that I have gotten are from places like Vernon, Hayfield, Linesville, also places in Jamestown, Atlantic, Pine-Tuning Central, where you can see some damage, and of course down into Cochranton. And behind it, as Julie G says, there's probably some pretty nice rainbows. So rolled through, and thanks GFS Yvonne for that. As you look at the radar, I want to pull back up her comment because she's down there right here in the Oil City, Franklin area. So basically what you've got here are no warnings from the Weather Service, but storms capable of dumping some heavy rain and mostly gusty winds. So if you are down in this area, and you can see a couple of them here, now we're getting south of my viewing audience, but I'm sure some of you that can't get our signal are watching us right now. And Deb, I really appreciate that from Townville. So it's pretty much gone through the worst of it. And I want to put the, and I'm talking about Crawford County, I want to put the lightning back on there for you guys because that can show you where the heaviest of the storm can be. So hang on just a second, and let me do that for you. Hang on. And so where you see the lightning center, and we'll do a stop here just to show you. This is where the gust front is moving through, and it's basically that. Oil City, Franklin, Cranberry. Behind it here is just heavy rain, okay? So, and then there's another little one forming up here near Meadville. But the worst is what came through right there, okay? And is now in Venango County. Certainly there can be lightning behind it. There can be downpours behind it. But the gust front has moved into Venango County. And I can also look at, and I continue to thank you for your reports here. Wendy, I'm not sure where you are. Please tell me where you are, because I like to know locators. Places like Conneaut Lake, Hartstown, Pymatuning South, Atlantic, over to Cochranton, Vernon Township, Conneaut Lake, and now down through Cooperstown, Sugar Creek, Oil City, a little bit towards Rouseville, are where the power outages are being reported. So it's basically a track that's gone like this, okay? Now it's pretty much over here, but it's still got some fire and some punch down here. So those of you in Venango, not township, Venango County, you want to make sure you're in a safe place, okay? Kathy Beal, I know you're down by Franklin. Keep things from blowing away. Kelly Saunders, I like your report from Woodcock. Thank you. Black doesn't concern me, Sherry. I can go to Gerard and show you a camera. I'm just more worried about wind. Okay. So thanks. Thanks for your report. And we'll do another venue here. And again, I'm kind of flying solo here, so I'm doing a bunch of things at once. And okay, wind gusts to 50. That's what they're saying. Okay, kids, let's get some cameras. Let's further investigate the storm, and you guys keep sending me your comments because I'm going to stick with you until I feel that this gust front has passed out of the area. Also going to use a Cleveland radar here to just look behind it. Yeah, this is good news. As you can see, guys, there's not a whole lot coming here off the lake anymore. There's showers, and then there's this little cell here northwest of Meadville. But the action, as we've been saying, is down here now, okay? And for those of you guys viewing from places like Cranberry, as well as down towards Rockland, Emlenton, President, Tionesta, and of course it's gone through Oil City and Franklin. That's where the winds are. Back up here, things improve, and if you go way back, you're going to get clearing skies coming in, big old moon, and cooler and refreshing air moving into the area at this point. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Thanks, Tim. Cochraton, okay, trees down on 285. All right, wind has died down. So again, not a whole lot going on as far as Crawford County anymore. Certainly Erie County, not really in the guts of this thing, thank goodness. And I'll do a couple of Erie County cameras just to verify. Sorry again about the focus there. There's Girard, okay? And that's what Sherry Bird is saying. You can see some darkness to the west. Here is downtown Erie. And taking a look, and you can already see breaks in the clouds up here. The birds are back out. Things are improving to the north. Little bayfront shot for you, for those of you who are in Erie County. You know, there have been some whitecaps by the Victoria Princess, but as far as severe weather is concerned, none reported, at least to my attention, in Erie County. So let me see if I got another one for you. Edinburgh, let's try this one. And taking a look at, I believe, 6N and 99. Yeah, you got some rain there, but that's about it. So I'm going to take you here to Summit, where we're located. And there you go. You talk about a pretty sunset. And this is some good news. So those of you who have been hit with some damage in Crawford County, those of you in Erie or Warren County that really haven't seen much of anything, suffice it to say that, you know, you can get showers, and you can see some of these showers coming into view. You know, that's precipitation falling out of the cloud there, out over the lake past the peninsula. But what I'm trying to say here is that not looking at any big severe weather, okay? And if I take my doodling off here just to go county by county, because I don't know where all of you are, certainly these little showers here can be, and it's, you know, wait for them here to come across, can be what you're seeing from that Girard camp, just some rain showers. There's not even any lightning there, all right? And then if you look way back here, you're getting some breaks. You're getting breaks as well as a sunset, which occurs in about 15 minutes here. Now, if you're down here in Crawford County, you can safely say that the worst of this has passed out to your south. Okay, little bit of hucklebuck here west of Sagertown. Other than that, all that nastiness is what's gone through and gone out. And for those of you on here from Warren County, I can go over there as well. I'm going to use a little different radar just to get a little better track on things. But even Warren County, it's more like Tidiute down to Pleasantville here, and not even seeing any lightning. So a little gusty winds probably in southwest Warren County for those of you viewing us from there. It's okay. How's it going, John, up in Warren there? Good to hear from you. And Ivana, I'm hoping things are good for you down there as well. Okay, hopefully it was just one of those gust fronts, and it's through and it's out and it's good. All right. So that's what I was going to ask you as well. So hopefully things are calming down. Mercer County, Brenda, I appreciate that. Let me do a little Mercer for you here. Take you back out to a more southern or western radar just to get a bit. Okay, gotcha. And you can see a little cluster here by Hermitage, Sharpsville, and up here towards Shenango. So yeah, thanks for your report there. New Lebanon and Mercer County. It'll go through, it'll go beyond, but I'm continuing to look at like current outages here on Penelec's website. And it's basically, again, I'll bring the radar up just to give you a better view. It's really where this thing went through here, okay? It's the trees and the wires down and the power outages are, you know, basically in this little tunnel here, like this, okay, in that area. Not a whole lot up here. In fact, I don't see, I see a little bit in Mill Village. I see a little bit maybe south of Bell Valley and maybe a little bit towards the Bayfront in East Erie. I see nothing over here power outage wise in Warren County. And as we said, the brunt of the storms have passed to the southeast. So those of you, I guess, on what you would call our southern flank here, just keep a guard up for the next few minutes because still some possibilities of gusty winds in there. All right. Okay. So we did some weather cameras, and again, these are just showers you're looking at there. So no severe weather anticipated. In fact, right now we do not have any watches or warnings of any sort for any of our area right now. Okay, and Sherry Bird, yeah, it's already more south. We're doing good up here. Thank you, Jason from Warren County. I'm just trying to catch up with your comments. All right. Yeah. No tornadoes. Thank you. Thank you, Robin Metzger. Good to have you here from Tornado Alley. And good point, Thomas. So this is kind of a pretty side of things. And we've already, I think Julie in Union City was saying report of a rainbow because still a little bit of a setting sun out there. So as you can see by the diminishing returns on the radar there, it's the southwest. If you sliced Crawford County from northwest to southeast, it's the southwest chunk that just went into Warren County that caused all this hucklebuck. And we go back, it's going to come to an end. As we said, there can be more showers, there may be even a little bit more lightning, but you can see the back edge of this thing. So we're looking better. We're looking moonlit. We're looking clearing. Thank you, Jen Forever Young. And anybody else, and Vince, good to see you here from Enid, Oklahoma. Anybody else up north? I didn't know, Jen Beatty, you've been talking about water rescue and things like that. Anybody else up in Erie County? I know I'm in Erie County too, but Erie County residents, I haven't heard reports of damage. It seems to be mainly Crawford, of course, moving out, moving away, not anticipating anymore. Venango and Mercer at the moment and in the last 20 minutes, but you can see those guys down there. They're moving out and they're moving away. Clouds are moving fast. John, if you got any pictures, you know where to send them. But there's the whole kit and caboodle. It's diving to the south and east, and it's moving out of the area. So it was a quick hitter. There were no watches, warnings sent. There were some special weather statements. Again, I go back to calming pictures here, but nothing of the tornadic variety, which is always good. It's what we call a gust front. And my storm chaser, Steve Marshall, is going to send me some pictures. Danielle, how you doing there in Mercer? Everything okay? You getting some wind? Let me know. Okay, I really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us from down there. All right. So what we could glean from this is that it's mainly areas to the south that got it, but they're not getting it anymore. So that's something, right? We had some pretty nasty clouds. We had some damage in Crawford, mainly trees and power lines, some roof shingles, things like that. Fire departments were called out, power outages in that southwestern portion. But that's where the main problems seem to have been occurring, all right, and have been occurring. So I'm looking around. I'm just seeing if I've got anything else to really share with you guys. If anybody has any further reports, please, talk to me right now. All right, because I'm going to try and wind this thing down because most of the problems have moved out of the area. And I'm just checking my phone and checking my email to see if anybody sent me anything. I guess one of the things that scares people are the clouds. Sometimes they look so ominous. So thanks to Brian, who sets up our Skywarns that we do down at the library. He's part of Skywarn. I mean, that's what was cutting across the lake. And that'll get your attention, especially if it's accompanied by wind. Fran, where are you located? Let me know. So thanks to Brian for that picture, but thankfully not too much in the way of damage up in Erie County or Crawford. Rahway, New Jersey. I used to live out in Rahway, New Jersey. Do you want to see a radar, Robin Metzger, out in New Jersey? Is that what you're asking? That's great for the water rescue there. Glad to hear that. Okay. Anything else? Should be thundering in Meadville because you got that little cluster there, Tammy. It's nothing severe. It's just a little pop up there. I can see it to the north. Okay. So that's the halfway between. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, we're here to prepare you, not scare you. Gust front, winds, some damage, but no warnings issued. I know that doesn't help you if you lost shingles off your roof or power or tree came down on your property, but just call them as we see you. Okay. Edinburgh, thank you. Thanks for that report. Glad it was only the patio furniture. Thank you, Brenda, for that. So I'm going to go radar one more time and just check around a couple of sky cams, maybe give you a quick forecast, and so we can send you into the night and I can get back to my duties here. So let me just assuage some fears here. Yep, just spring storm. Well put. And I'll show it to you right now. Just to, again, get this off. Clear. All right. So what you're seeing in Crawford is this right there. Sagertown, Bloomsburg. You're seeing this lightning. If I put the radar on here, and this can tell me a little bit about if there was rotation and there's not, or how high the winds are. I mean, if I query some of these deals, yeah, you can get gusts to like 39 or 40, 37, but it's the gusts that are 50 and above that do the damage. So thank you, Adam Ripley in Waterford, for your report. Thank you, Sherry, for that. Yeah, one report, I think GFS Savon was talking about a tornado siren down your way. All right, Danielle, everything good in Mercer? Okay. But yeah, it's no tornadoes. This is not a tornadic situation. Straight line winds, gust front. You want to see it just, radar perspective last 2 hours. Here you go. See, it comes in off the lake. All this cluster right here is the gust front. Boom, down, and out. Now, there's some regeneration out here. But, I mean, if I put the lightning counter on here, you're going to see the big difference. All right, so watch from the top. Here we go. 36, 55, 57 in the brunt of it. And now back down to 5. Okay, so that hopefully will give you a little bit of comfort there. April, long time no see. Things in Meadville okay? Good to have you here. So that should pretty much tell the story. All right, everything's, kind of converging on Interstate 80 there. And this is a 2-hour loop. And again, going back here, not a whole lot. All right, so a couple more looks like this pretty thing here. And I'll come back with you, see if I missed anything in your comments. And then we'll call it a night. And I'll have to put it into gear to get my stuff ready for these shows coming up here. But thankfully, nothing as far as bad weather. Trees down, Geneva. Thank you, Doug Klein. We heard about that. And I'll check the Penelec map here too, just to, see if there's any improvement. Again, most of it from Linesville to Meadville to Cochranton south. All right. Much more sporadic between Mill Village and Waterford and out towards Green Township, and one not far from us here in Summit, and another one looks like east side of Erie, but close to the lake. I mean, these ones that I'm mentioning in Erie County are like 1 to 20 customers out of power. The ones down in Crawford County, down Conneaut Lake and that area, it's a different story. They have more people affected. Okay, so serene shot there. Gerard for it. Hey, how do you love the 20-cent gas price jump overnight? Isn't that special? Oh my gosh. Here's Meadville for you. Trying to dry out down there. Here's Edinburgh for you. Looking okay. You know, looking good there. Did they close the ice cream shop there? That's what I want. Oh, people are walking. You know where my mind is. Yeah. Oh no. See, that's what you do right here. Okay, the storm goes through. Go get some ice cream. Good stuff. Edinburgh for you there. And if I got any others for you, back to Bayfront. See if we can't get a little bit of an action down there. Calming down there, and is that about it? Have I exhausted my options here? Erie International Air. I saw Celine, the airport queen. I don't know if you're working there tonight, but there is your general area, perhaps a little bit of the she shed. So there you go. So things, you can see the clouds breaking up here too. So that's pretty good. All right. All right. So it's like this. It's going to shower at times, or it can shower at times again. All right, gotcha. She shed is vacant of you. All right, sorry, April Bailey. I get you, Meadville, Mill Creek Baileys confused. And anyway, going to join you back here for a second. Some closing comments. Quick hitter. Sometimes they sneak. For those of you in Crawford, we hope, if you've been affected by this, you can get everything restored. Not too much damage there. All the rest of the night, maybe some lightning, a few showers, and that would occur in the next couple of hours. After that, by midnight, things are moving out, and cooler and refreshing air moving in. So that is a good thing. And just looking for any last minute comments. Holy cow, it's already 8:30. Oh yeah, not getting the dinner break tonight. Okay, let me check one more thing. Thanks, Jess. Didn't even know you were there. Want to just show you a little forecast deal here, and we should be able to move it on. And away we go. Little 7-day for you. Show you what's coming up. And there you go. Thanks, Doug. That was a great report. Really appreciate it. Thanks, all of you. I mean, the best thing we love you for is the fact that you guys, tell us what's going on where you are, because, we got airport reports. We got some weather watchers, but, people don't live at airports. So we really appreciate all of your reports from near and far. Okay. That was, I hate to say that, but I said that on the air. I said that last week. I said, what do you bet? $5 a gallon by Memorial Day. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to be on Fox in an hour and a half, Jet in 2.5 hours, and then I'll try to do something here with the Book of Face after midnight, as usual, with the nightcap. How quickly I get on is anybody's guess, but we'll do the best. All right. Any other questions, comments, ideas? You see, we're gonna get warm again by the end of the week. We'll be cool the next couple of nights. There'll probably be some more showers, not severe weather. Late Wednesday evening, Thursday. Then it just gets steamy again Friday. Could be a pop-up storm. Like a lot of the weekend, most of it's going to be dry. I'm talking about last weekend, comparing it to this coming Friday. Steamy heat. Saturday, a little better chance a front will come through. It'll still be warm and sticky. But by Sunday, it's moving out, and we're getting back to where we are now. Back down to cooler. But, it's 60s. It's okay. So there. A little bit of everything for everyone. So thank you so much. All right, kids. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the show. Going to break it down now, get back to TV work. And for those of you who are able to get our signal, we'll be on Fox News at 10 and Jet 24 Action News at 11. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Be safe. If I don't see you later on the nightcap, we will see you on down the road. Take care.